I'm going to refer again to this interview from yesterday because I think there's such a really interesting. I wish you guys could both be in the same room. Maybe we do that next. She was talking about the fact that she has opened this additional practice where she does touch therapy based on her massage background because she felt a lacking, she felt unfulfilled, and she felt drained because she couldn't, catch the emotion, couldn't connect with her patients because it was this high time pressure, high turnover. And so she almost felt, well, I wouldn't say it's the opposite because I can completely understand like capacity limits, but that there is also this yin to this yang that if you don't connect, you also don't derive the benefit of that interpersonal connection. I wonder if you have felt this, because there's clearly a cost to touch.
Yeah.
And we heard this at the most recent ISAT meeting, this International Association for the Study of Touch. We talked about the cost of touch, but there's also a gain from paying that price. And so I wonder if you could speak to that, to what you gain from committing your energy and becoming close to your patients.
Yeah, so I mean, in psychiatry it's a little bit special because normally we don't touch much. So we are basically one of the disciplines who's, apart from, I don't know, microbiology or something, who's basically not supposed to touch the patient. I mean, we might do a physical examination in the beginning, but otherwise we only talk. And the interesting thing is we talk about a lot of very private things, and I think it's, in that sense it's way more intimate to kind of have a kind of psychiatric doctor speaking with his or her the client, than compared to actually having a, I don't know, major surgery in your stomach or something. So it's actually, people kind of report that it's already very kind of intense emotionally. Yeah, so I think that's, so it's already very intense relationship you kind of have with your psychiatrist. And then I think people are very careful, and same with me, to actually add the physical layer of touch as well. Because again, and that's also very special in psychiatry, because we have this kind of disbalance between the knowledge of the kind of psychiatrist and the client. Touch is vice versa. So both kind of get information about the other. But the cognitive therapy we do before is heavily asymmetric. So, I mean, I know a lot about my patient. The patient barely knows nothing about me. And so the touch can be somewhat an equalizer, but it might also just add even more to this disbalance, which you don't want that much in therapy. Also, people are very vulnerable. So I'm extremely, extremely careful to use touch in my kind of psychiatric kind of practice. On the other hand, I clearly see the benefit. You ask for benefits. I strongly believe that, I mean, mental disorders are like system disorders. We already spoke about this, like multiple layers of, which kind of interact with each other. And obviously the human connection between therapist and client is important. And there are a lot of, I mean, in research, we say non-specific effects because probably just hard to measure. They're definitely there. And touch is one of those. And I think, again, a good doctor should harness all specific and all non-specific effects he or she can use to be a good doctor, and touch is one of them. So I definitely see a benefit, but I think, especially in psychiatry, because of the disbalance of the relationship, you have to be very, very careful.